Right, so this is your distance, because if he'd done a 6 saburi, what's about the only one he can do with a surprising me. So 6 saburi, no, sorry, just the ski part. So the ski part, all right, so I'm safe. So you just need to, just a few times, you know, with each, and why I've put you in 3s is because each person attacks different, each person's body weight is different. You're going to have to, over the period today, you're going to have to calculate what you're dealing with. And just being a robot of doing the same thing every time, like, oh, I'm okay here. Look, I'm miles away. You know, he might extend, the next person might extend more. You know, that means that, all right. So for the seniors, you should be able to sort of work that out, that you don't need to do that. But I think for everybody, if you just, for now, just do that. They cut, your hand comes up. In reality, your hand wouldn't come up, but what we're doing here is we're getting a timing. We're getting a timing going. It's as if his Ken and my finger has a piece of string tied to it. Okay. It comes from the partner practice. All right, just do that. So this person will cut reasonably slow at first. The higher the rank, faster the cut should be. Hey. 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 Okay. So the higher the rank, the faster you should be cutting. Come on. Okay, so I just want to show you here, we've got 2 high-level people. They should be really cutting like fast at their level. But what the problem is, and round this way. No, that's it. This way. Okay. What the problem is, okay, so I just want to explain what the problem is. Look, Sensei used, when they asked Sensei, how do you teach? He said, I just teach. Yeah, but how do you teach beginners? He said, I just teach. In other words, you know, he didn't make any, it's up to you to grab what you think's important. If I start saying, you know, you lean this way for the beginners and more up, you know, we're going to be all day talking really about things that aren't important. But this is what the problem is, all right? And we all do it. I'm in line with my attacker. Hey, I come here, and then what you've done was this. Am I in line with the attacker? No. Now I've gone smaller, and I've actually gone off the line. Without knowing it, I've already gone in self-defense mode. But what about if the guy now starts actually cutting where he's twigged that I've gone? That then starts bouncing me out because I wasn't ready for him to come over a few centimetres. So the one thing about Sensei was he was a stickler for being precise, and if you weren't precise exactly every time, he'd shout and shout at you. So if you're on the line, hey! And not now, it's no good. So if you start on the line, hey! 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 Oh, no good, sorry. That's right, my fault. I got your hand and I shouldn't have done. So be precise, know where you are. He used to say, it's not like 1, 2, it's not like, you're not a machine, you know. Each time, hey! You've got to centre yourself each time. If he starts pumping away and just attacking, hey! Just slow him up a little bit. You know, it's your Aikido, it's your advancement that's important. This one attacks the head. This one goes underneath now, underneath. So what I like about this one is, if we're in a car and I decide to change gears, it might be a different speed than perhaps somebody else driving the car. So I might like to change gear every 3,000 revs. He might like to change it 2,500 revs. So what I have to do is first I marry his timing. Let's do it real slow, slow up and down. Here I'm up, same speed. Then I have to quickly accelerate because I need to be then ahead of him. If I'm here and then if I can't get there now, get in there, by the time he reaches the bottom, so it's no good going, I can't do the technique I want to show you. I can do what I done and lost the thing. What I can do is a kotegaeshi. Okay. But the one we're going to do is very slowly. Up. Now I have to accelerate, so I'm there. I'll talk about this more in a minute. This point in a minute. Right. So I have to accelerate from the top to the bottom, and you punch from here. Okay, onegaishimasu. Thank you, sir. The detail, we're going to come in closer with the camera for the detail. What happens is, at the bottom of the strike, your hand's in the middle, here. But what happens is when you push, your hand sometimes pops through the hole here. You go like that, and that's all you get. So I'm going to give you, it's nice, isn't it? There are secrets in Aikido, even if they pretend there are. As I come in here, as this turns, it allows me to, I'm actually going to now go over to Richard there with my wrist. So it locks against his wrist. And that's why he's got a choice whether he just steps or not. All right. So as long as you locked him here, everybody see it, the lock, you've locked him. If you don't lock them, you know, you push like that and it can slip off, or, so this is no good. Because I've turned, I've come round here, it does that. Okay, I'll turn this way. Because I've turned here, it's turned him that way. All right. So that's a little thing that I hadn't realised. You know, we do it sometimes as teachers, and we don't realise we're not actually telling anybody about what we're doing because we don't know we're doing it ourselves. But it's all to do with the turn. So the turn is here, here. This, as long as it's this side. Okay, as long as it's that side. And take a little stamp. Torafuni. Right. You can't see what's coming out of a person, but we all have to work on the building of it. Domarigato. Thank you. And what the problem is, it's timing. Yeah. It's timing. Right. What's happened is he's turned and he's wasted the last quarter of his body movement. The fingertips need to go in earlier before he turns. Right, there. Yes. All right. Look, Kachidori, I said at the beginning, thank you. I said at the beginning, it's quite boring because if we don't know what we're doing, we sort of stand, all day thinking, why isn't it working? Let me do it slowly. I enter, I'm with his Ken. As my body turns, my arm becomes, we'll say, 1. So when I get to here, he's already there. And then I just step. If you get to here at the bottom, you've got nothing to turn, only physical strength now in your hand. This is too late. I need to go back here, start putting it on there. Right, so I put it on earlier. But you can't put it on until you're there, but it's the feeding in of that. And then Sensei, would punch like this. To some of you experienced ones, it'll make more sense now. Roku. So I'm going to show you broken down slowly. So I come in here, I start to turn, I take the top hand and I roll it round, and then I go against his elbow. Be careful because it hurts. From what I remember, it hurts anyhow. Okay, nice Ken. Come on. Okay, this is Roku now. But it's the start is the same, the finish is the extra hand. Onegaishimasu.